Jimmy Ellis came up in Louisville at the same time as Muhammad Ali, or then Cassius Clay. They even had an official fight or two. Ali was ahead of Jimmy in the training department, which put Jimmy at a disadvantage. However, they became friends, and Jimmy became Ali's training and sparring partner. But it's like I was talking about earlier, the breaks. If Jimmy got one, it was always a bad one. The worst one forced on him by the WBA. But it's his story, so let him tell it.
Our first special guest this afternoon on the Jim Ferguson Show, Jimmy Ellis.
How did you ever get into boxing?
Well, boxing, when I first got into boxing, I was about 12 years old. And I went to the gym with a friend of mine. And we went the first day and we got away. And the second day I went, my mother found out about it. And then she didn't really want me to box. So
she didn't want you to be a boxer.
I had to quit, you know. And then about 4 years later, another friend of mine named Donnie Hall was boxing Muhammad Ali on television. And at the time he was Cassius Clay. And he was boxing the guy on television, and Cassius beat him, you know. And I was sitting around the house, and I said, "Oh, I can beat that guy." You know, I'm bragging, you know. And the guy came back at night, and I was telling everybody, "I can beat Cassius. That guy can't fight. I can beat that guy." So the guy said, "You can fight. I'll get you a fight with the guy. You know, I'll get you to go to the gym and get you a fight." And you know, I was sitting around. I wasn't really serious about boxing because I never boxed before, but I had tried it,
right.
And my mother made me quit.
Right.
So he said, "Well, I'll tell you what I do. I was on a Saturday. He said, I'll pick you up Monday and take you to the gym, and I'll get you a fight with."
And this was in Louisville?
Yeah, it was in Louisville. And I said, "Okay, pick me up." You know, I was working on a job because I quit school, and at Monday it came back. I got work at late that evening. I was tired from working, all dirty. And the guy come from my house and blew the horn and said, "Hey man, you ready to go?" I said, "Go where?" But he finally laid around there and kept. He said, "Come on, man. You said you were going to the gym. Come on." You know, I lay around for about an hour, and I felt a little bit better. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go to the gym and try it." And from that time on, I've been going to the gym ever since. And it was just accident. The guy got me to go to the gym, you know. And
how did that fight turn out?
Well, the first time I really met him, they wouldn't let us fight because he outweighed me by too much, and they wouldn't sanction the bout. And then I came back and I fought him at the VFW post on Preston Street, and I was beating him, but the guy he beat me because he had more experience and he had you know he knew what it was all about.
Right.
And then they messed around and got me another fight with him at the Eastern Optimist Club, Boys Eastern Optimist Club, and that's where I really beat him. I beat him in bed that night. And from that time on, you know, we didn't fight no more in Louisville no more as amateurs because, you know, I had to spar him too much weight, and the guy, he was a good fighter, and I'm not down there. He was a real good fighter in amateurs, and we just decided instead of fighting each other so much and burn our own self out, we would fight against other teams.
Right.
And like the guys come from Cincinnati and Indianapolis and Tennessee and Virginia, we fight all them guys, and we went at the bump heads with each other all the time.
Sort of a mutual pact.
That's right. You know, whenever he fight, a team would fight, we'd always be together. You know, that saved us from bumping heads all the time.
This afternoon, we've been speaking with Louisville's own Jimmy Ellis.
Jimmy, what's it like for a boxer to take those punches? Do you take those punches, or what is the secret to it?
You know, people say, "How can a fighter take punches?" But you know, really, I don't really feel every punch that a guy throw. I guess any fighter would say the same thing. You only feel the ones that really do some damage to you if you really get shook up. But like a light jab, some punches you don't really pay attention to. Only the ones that really shock you or really jar you or get you all upset or get you, you know, wobbly, then you'll remember a hard shot. But the little light shots in the body, some of the body shots hurt, but not too many.
Are you ever afraid when you go into a ring?
I'm always nervous.
Right.
You know, it's not that I'm scared,
right?
But it's just an athlete. I don't care what he's doing. I don't care whether baseball, basketball, whatever it is, he's gonna get butterflies. And like I get butterflies before, and right before I fight. And when they're playing the Star Spangled Banner, I'm sitting up in the corner. You know, I'm watching, and you know all the big attraction. You know, everybody, tension is there. You can't help from being there. And while they're playing the Star Spangled Banner, you're nervous. You're thinking, what's the outcome gonna be? What can I hit him with? What can I do? But when they get to playing that song, then I said, well, it's war time. Forget it. I'm not scared no more. I know I got to really get back to what I was really supposed to do, and that's fight. You know, I don't think about it no more. But I think everybody, I don't care what kind of athlete you are, I think everybody get butterflies.
What's the craziest thought that you ever had in the ring? You know, just a flash of a thought.
Well, that's hard to say. You know, so many things go to you, man. I mean,
like you're thinking about something, you say, hey, I can't be thinking about this. Or do you have that happen? Do you have total concentration in a
I try to get, well, like when I'm training, I try to get my body together, same way I try to get my body together. I try to get my man the same way. Because, you know, a person gets psyched out. And I think Foreman got psyched out when he fought Ali. You know, because the guy, he was talking, Ali was saying what he was going to do, and the guy was so mad, he wanted to really go in there and kill him, and then the guy run out of gas. Yeah, but a guy can get psyched out.
Do you have to watch it from the standpoint of what you want to do, or, you know, your psyche?
That's
like you want to go after him?
You got to. You know, you got to make your plans. I want to do this, I want to do it. No matter what he do, you try to stay to your plan, because if he offset you, then he going to have you doing what he wants you to do, you know.
Right.
But you got to make your strategy plan. You got to have it all planned what you want to do. And when I go out, I usually go out and try to fill a guy out. Not that I won't try to knock him out in the first round. Right. But I'll go out, I'll try to work off a jab, stick him to the body, see how he reacts, see what movement he's going to give me. Then I figure if I stick him to the body and he flinches, I know if I stick him to the body again, he's going to flinch. But, you know, you try to make your strategy. If I throw a feint at him, he blinks his eyes or something, I figure, well, I know I can hit him with that shot. Right. And when I get in position, I'll feint him and hit him with the left hook and see what happens, you know. But, you know, you always make your strategy plan.
This afternoon on the Jim Ferguson Sunday Show, we're talking with former heavyweight champ Jimmy Ellis.
You know, some time ago, there was a great deal to do about corruption or criminal element involved in boxing. Have you seen that, or is that still in existence today?
When I was a kid, everybody always talking about gangsters was this and the mafia was that and this and that. But I haven't never been involved with the mafia. I never had run across them. I never had nobody to come to me and tell me I had to lay down or anything. But a long time ago, maybe things did happen. But I mean, I cannot speak about it because I haven't really experienced nothing like it. I never ran through it. I never know anybody that laid down. I heard guys see in the paper and I read things that were there to lay down. But as far as me running across that kind of element in boxing, knowing somebody to run across it, I can't say that.
What's in the future, Jimmy?
Well, right now, Angelo is my manager, and he's working on different things. He's trying to get something for Houston, Texas, where it's going to be a pretty good piece of money. It means a lot because it'll set me up for a title fight. If I can win 2 or 3 good fights, and in the heavyweight division, you know, you can lose a fight today, lose a fight tomorrow, but if you can make one big fight and be the top contender, you're right back in the heavyweight picture. And I don't think no other weight division is that way, and this is what makes boxing so interesting as a heavyweight, because guys come up overnight. You know, just one big win and you're right back in the picture. And Angelo, he's gonna try to move me the best way he knows how. He's one of the best trainers and managers in town, in the country, in the world, and he'll try to move me in a good spot to get another title fight.
This afternoon, we've been talking with Louisville's own Jimmy Ellis. And a final question.
What do you think about the credibility of the World Boxing Association?
Well, I don't fault them. They got their rules and regulations they go by. They sanction this and sanction that, but I never really down them. I think everything's got to have a head. But, you know, it's a lot of the fighters that go along with the World Boxing Association, and a lot of fighters won't go along with them. It's like the World Boxing Council. They'll strip a guy of his title because he didn't fight when they wanted to fight. But a fighter, he got to fight the way he feels. And a lot of times they'll make a guy go out and do things that maybe at the time it's just not good for the fighter. And just like a manager or a trainer, they try to look out for their fighter. They don't care what some guy put a rule up. Right. But they want their fighter to fight when they think his fighter is really ready to fit and ready to fight. They're ready for him to go, but not when somebody else telling them they got to fight.
It's not like a baseball game where you have scheduled games. A fighter, if he's not at his best, can get seriously injured.
That's right. You know, I would want to go in the ring if a guy told me if I'm the champ, they said, well, you got to fight in 2 months. Well, in 2 months, I might not be ready to fight in 2 months. You know, I might be, I could be sick. I might not really be up to par or right where I should be to defend my title. And then they tell me that I got to fight at this certain time. It happened to me in New York when I got ready to fight Joe Frazier. I never said too much about it, but they were pushing me because I was off for about 16 or 17 months. And when you go into a title fight, it takes a lot, and you just can't beat the guy if you're not being active. And Joe Frazier had been active, and in 1970, if you look at the book, for a whole year and a half, I hadn't fought nobody. And Joe Frazier had stayed busy. He was sharp, and when he come into the fight, he was ready to go. But me, I come into the fight, I was 204 or 205, too much overweight. I'll fight about 198. I was too much overweight. I just hadn't fought my way back because all the fights that I had scheduled, things happened where they fell out. I was supposed to go to England, and the day before I got requested to go to England for the 2 weeks to train over there, the guy got hurt. That was Henry Cooper. I went to Canada to fight this guy, Bob Carew, and he messed around over there. He took a fight in between me and him, and he got beat. And then I went to Argentina. I stayed in there for a month. and the day before the fight, they called the fight off. It was a championship fight. I'm fighting Peralta in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. And the day before, they called it off. And then the World Boxing Association, they was on my back, telling me if I don't defend my title, they're going to strip me of my title. And at that time, like I said, Joe Frazier had been busy. Then when I came back to the States, I was so mad and so upset. I said, hey, get Joe Frazier. I'll fight Joe Frazier without no tune-ups and no nothing. But Angelo said, hey, you got to have a tune-up. I said, hey, forget it. I said, the World Boxing Association on my back. They want to strip me of my title without me fighting. I said, I'm going to fight the guy. So Angelo got a hold to New York, and I signed to fight Joe Frazier. And this is why I had to fight Joe Frazier at that time, because the World Boxing Association, they were pushing me for the fight as they're going to strip me of my title.
Wow, it's a heck of a situation to be in.
See, but a lot of people don't know.
Coerced almost into fight.
That's true. A lot of people don't know what a fighter had to go through. They only see him when he's ready a lot of time. But I've been through a lot of things that the world just don't know about. Everything's not in the paper that I've really been through.
Jimmy Ellis, thank you very much for being with us.
Okay, Tim, thank you very much.